Welcome to the Reiki Healing Hope Community, a place to heal, relax, be yourself, and be surrounded by those who want to see you blossom into a bloom, blossom into a bloom. I am Jessica Sup. I am a Reiki Master teacher and intuitive, and I couldn't come up with something cheesy enough, fast enough, dang it, and someone who wants to be fun. Anyway, if you're new to the community, welcome, 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 babies. This is your nightly self-care routine. So you just do what you need to during this time. And today we have a very special session. It's all about happiness and happiness being in reach, and it's in reach, whatever that is for you, that you really want, that you've really been working towards, that you've really been hoping that would come into your life. I'm here to let you know it's within reach, and we're going to work through some of that today, clearing and cleansing some energy and just preparing you to get ready. So if you're new to the communities, baby, welcome. And for all my returning babies, welcome, welcome, welcome back. Mama loves you. So let's go ahead and get started in the session, and we start the session off with a prayer. It's not a religious prayer. It's just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community and as a collective. And because consent matters, to have your permission to say a prayer. May I touch you? Okay, you ready? Breathe in. Exhale. Ready? Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information for our highest vibrational good only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I Am. Ashe. 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 Okay. So, I'm gonna get some cinnamon and gonna do some cleansing. I kind of want to do like a little cinnamon bowl and just light it up, but this does well too. So we have our cinnamon, and we'll just let it be. Okay. Come on, cinnamon. Come on. Come on, baby. I'm gonna have to light it down here. Sorry, y'all. Come on. Come on, cinnamon. Okay. So I'm just gonna put this all over your energy as a gesture of balancing, and just allow it to flow all over you. Why is this important? Because you want to get into a state where you're very rested, very at peace, where you feel safe, where you trust yourself. You get where this is going, where you feel safe and you trust yourself. You're well rested and all of that, because in order for you to manifest into your life, in order for you to heal, because healing is manifestation too, it's an attracting in an abundance. multiple sources. And it's so funny being in this esoteric space. I find that I get a lot of my information from scholarly articles. I'm just like, okay, this makes sense. This makes sense, okay? Because I'm a numbers person. I'm like, okay, run the numbers back. So inhale and exhale. Okay. So lifting and releasing any type of just heaviness. So I'm just going to, and that heaviness can be a sense of responsibility, whether that is conscious or unconscious, that you are ready to release and ready to let go. Baggage, karma. And what I notice is that a lot of people come to these sessions because they're looking for permission to let go. You may think that it is me just lifting this weight up and releasing it, and then you come back and you want it done again. But really what it is people are looking for permission to let go. They are the ones who are carrying the backpack. Do that thing. You remember when your backpack was heavy and you just got in the house and you just let it fall? You'd be like, just do one of that. With all those things in your life you're ready to let go of. Just let that thing hit the ground, and then you hit that pavement and run off. Like, no more stress, no more taking on other people's baggage and burdens and things like that. Because, they say it all the time. There is a thin line between love and hate. So a lot of times we get into these different dynamics with people, and because we love them, we will entertain environments and habits and mindsets that aren't for our best. And we think because we love somebody, we should stay there. Friends, family, people around you, being a part of communities and groups. Remember, I used to talk to y'all all the time about like culty feelings and guru type things. That's why I tell y'all all the time, y'all gotta figure out what y'all want, okay? Because I'm trying to figure out me each and every day. But with all of that, looking for power outside of ourselves, we forget that there's all this power inside of us. So the most important thing is you take control and power and make the decision. I don't want this anymore, and I don't need anybody's permission. I don't need to, help somebody transition into understanding what I need to do. That don't got nothing to do with them, okay? And that don't have nothing to do with you. Just let it go. Sometimes you can walk away from things when they're not that bad. If you've dealt with trauma, if you've dealt with hurt, if you've dealt with pain, then you might have a high threshold for bullshit. if you have that high threshold, you might see somebody in your elevated state of mind and feel like, okay, this is not what I want anymore. But maybe they're not as bad as things that you've experienced in the past, so you might deal with it a little bit more. And nope, let it go. Just because you had to deal with that past then doesn't mean you have to deal with that now. See, baby, happiness is within reach. It ain't even a big thing you gotta do. You just gotta start saying no to stuff. No, 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 no. Practice the no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. And just release that. And practice saying yes to where you want to be. Because sometimes people will take a good situation, they're afraid of having to go into something new, and they want to spin it and make it negative. Oh, I'm too afraid of that, so I'm going to try to come up with all of these negative things because it requires me to grow. No, yes, say yes to that. Say yes to the stuff you want to do. Say no to the stuff that you want to walk away from. And I think an easy way to understand a little bit more about this, if you're struggling, is to look at your natal chart and look at your south node and your north node. Your south node is that area in your natal chart that you came into this life and you had all of this experience, but it also is your undoing. It's like your vice, it's your drug, it's your addiction. So you can get a lot of fulfillment from it right now in the moment, but it probably leads to codependency, or it probably leads to some type of energy that you don't need because you're done learning that lesson. But your north node is things, it's your karmic destiny. It's where you need to go. And you probably are like, I don't know how to get there. And sometimes when you don't this physical body, we only have one of them, okay? In this iteration at least. So we only have one of these physical bodies. So you gotta take care of it. You take care of it by what you feed it. You take care of it by the activity. So moving your body, making sure it's getting movement, because that movement helps you regulate the systems within yourself. You take care of it by your relationships with other people, your interactions, your interpersonal relationships with others. Why? Because that can be a source of pain and hurt and eventually dis-ease. Also, mindset. You take care of your body by having the right mindset, a growth mindset. You take care of the body on the spiritual level from your belief system. What do you believe? What do you trust in? Don't worry about what everybody else is telling you you need to believe in. What do you choose to believe in? What do you choose to connect with? What opens up your heart and brings light all into your life? All of that, I'm going to guarantee that there probably has not been a roadmap or a life path that has ever done it the way you're supposed to do it. So do not wait to find some person who can already demonstrate to you everything that you want. No, you gotta be your unique self. You gotta step out there and be out there in front of other people and be yourself. There might be a lot of different communities, and maybe it doesn't feel like they all go together. It doesn't matter. As long as you're feeding your soul and your energy, that is what the happiness is. Giving yourself permission to be yourself. A lot of times people just want to be accepted. That is completely understandable. We're not in this vacuum. But it matters who you want to be accepted by. You should not and no longer have to tolerate being accepted by those that are no longer vibrating at your energetic path. Because if you let those people go, I guarantee you more people will flow into your life at a higher vibrational rate where you're going. But you have to have faith. You have to be able to leap onto that side and believe that you pursuing whatever you want to pursue, or you choosing to be happy, or you choosing to prioritize your health or your goals is the best for you, regardless of anybody else. You got to take that guilt away. I will tell you one of the hardest things for me to get over when going towards my happiness was I had an immense amount of survivor's guilt, survivor's remorse. When you're a first generation college student, when you have a parent who immigrated to the US, when you have all of these things that other you, and you get surrounded by people who have just had a tough time trying to make their way, whether it is systemic, whether it is addiction, whether it's all these things, and a lot of times they're very much intersectional within themselves. When you figure out how to get beyond, it can feel bad. It can feel like I'm these people, I want them to come with me. But what I realized was, you cannot make anyone come with you. It's going to create resentment. All you can do is be an example. If you want to be happy and you know what your happiness is, you know what brings a smile to your face, you know what puts energy into your soul and your system, do it. Some people will hate because they have blocked their own happiness. Some people will be happy for you and they'll make changes in their own life. And some people will be happy for you, but they themselves cannot move right now. And you have to be okay with making peace with the fact that your happiness does not have to be codependent on other people's happiness or other people's sorrow. sometimes you might be vulnerable. You might be feeling like, oh, I'm inspired. I'm inspired now. Now I'm going to tell everybody what I want to do. And they come crashing down because their mindset is still where it's at. No, 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 baby. You go, you put the work, and you start making progress. And then you tell somebody. Because I learned this firsthand. When I told people after I had accomplished it, I would tell them, like, this is what I'm doing. They'd be like, oh, I don't know if that's a good idea. And I'd be like, oh, can you really do that? I'd be like, I already did it. And then I can see instantly their brain will change. Oh, okay. So that's how you was going to interact with me before. Okay. That lets me know you get to find out afterwards. Because I cannot be distracted. Your energy has to be free flowing and going. You cannot be distracted. And people, situations, and circumstances can be distractions. Working environments, loves, families, friendships, community, and things like that. Obligations that you have no business feeling like you should be obligated to. It's time for you to live, and it's time for you to move forward. And this happiness doesn't mean that there aren't challenges. Challenges are typically good. They actually give us an opportunity to like reevaluate. Okay, you know what? I could do a little bit better here. So that's fine. But the happier you are, the more you see the challenge as something that is fortifying rather than something that is toxic or traumatic. It is the mindset. So pushing the energy forward, pushing it, or pulling it forward. Let's get you to where you need to be. Okay, so take a deep breath in, exhale, release, let it go. Just let it go. How do you feel? How was it? How was your energy level? Okay. Chef's kiss. That's fantastic. You got this. No matter where you're at right now in your life, no matter if you're just starting from day one or the mini day ones, we all start over again, baby. I can start over like 15 times in the same month. Who gonna tell me I can't? No way. Whether it is your 5th, 6th, or 15th attempt at day one, welcome. Then you get to day 2, and then you get to day 3. But it's gonna be okay. The happiness you want, you deserve. It is right in your hands, and you can control it. But you gotta strengthen those boundaries. And you have to heal yourself. You trust yourself. You have this unconditional love and partnership with the universe, or whatever it is that you connect to. That's your business. I don't really care. And you go forward and you do what you have come into this life to do. And you know what that is. So go and do it. Well, babies, I